Okay, good day, guys. For once, I'm behind the camera right now. I would like to share a simple landscape of how our mind works during challenging times. Okay, this is purely my opinion. So please ignore it if it's relevant, but give it a thought. Yeah. So I've already divided it into couple of areas of how to redefine the way you think and so on, but this is just to explain to you how our mind works in any scenario. Okay, our mind, there are many areas to it, but normally I simplify it and made it into two sections. Anything that happened to us, there's two things that our mental attitude will react upon. Either we accept it or we resist it. Okay, so this is just to simplify, it's only two things. Whatever happens in your life, either you accept it or you resist it. Okay, so the first thing our mental attitude is accept or resist. The second thing is what would be our action pattern. When you accept it, mentally you will embrace it, which means you take it as it's our current reality. Fully embrace it. Okay, this is the current reality. Okay, but if so, once you take it as a current reality, our thought pattern normally will be focusing on adapting and adjusting to the scenario. So basically our mind voice would be like, okay, it's happening, what's next? So in this current context, in the current scenario that we are facing, the challenge, this pandemic, right? So most of the time we are going around the cycle of resisting and complaining. I'll get back to you. But if you accept it, so you know, okay, this pandemic is happening, what's next? What do I have to do? So when your thought pattern is around it, when you start to accept certain things, embrace it, and your mind voice is pretty much around this of, okay, it's happening, I accept it, what's next? The energy that revolves around it will be neutral to positive, because the moment you accept it, first anything happens, you'll be shaken a bit, but the moment you accept it, your energy becomes neutral, then you will move forward. So when you move forward, it is, you don't know what's happening, so the energy will be more on faith based and hope based. Okay, and then this particular acceptance, to put it in a nutshell, the effort level is not easy. It's easy to resist, complain and talk negatively, but it's not easy to basically accept, because when anything new comes in, our mind will first resist. That's the nature of how our mind works, right? So if you accept it, the effort level will be a little bit more intermediate to hard. It all depends on your thought pattern, what we focus on. But the common thing that happens is when there is something happen, especially when there's something new, first we resist it. So when you resist, our action pattern will be, we'll start complaining. Why is it happening to me? This is not right. Why me? I can't take it anymore. Something worse is coming. Because what is, our mind is in constant search of familiarity. The moment you start complaining, it will pick all the other dots which gives you the similar emotion and start dwelling upon it. Okay. Another thing is to bring it even further, our mind will constantly seek for validation, especially in social media. Like we see, compared to this, right? When something negative comes, we share it a lot because we want to get validation. We want our voice to be heard, and it is common because everyone do it because we want to be part of that virtual cycle. All right. So what kind of energy do we disseminate the moment we resist any scenario? It is negative. So when you resist something and you start complaining, you are more operating on a victim perspective, fear based. That's the energy that we are looking at. And the effort level on this part is easy because it's easy to complain. It's easy because that's what everyone does. So this is basically how our mind works, in my opinion. So the best way is normally to step back and think, accept, because you can't change that. This COVID-19 epidemic, it is happening. You can't change that. You can reduce it, but what to do next is what you got to think. Instead of complaining about it, probably, or instead as dwelling upon it in the negative realm, there are something positive will come about it. So it is up to you. It's up to you to think and embrace the situation. Well, that's about it, guys. Hope it would add value one way or other. Yeah, simple mind map. Take care. God bless.